The US dollar's demise as the world's reserve currency is a monumental event that is on the horizon for the economy. The only issue, in the opinion of entrepreneur and best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki, is whether hyperinflation or hyperdeflation will occur next. This puts us in a position where everything on the surface appears to be going according to plan. But in the shadow banking system, warning bells are ringing. According to Kiyosaki, we haven't yet seen the effects of this catastrophe, which puts your money at risk. Kiyosaki contends that gold, silver, and Bitcoin are the safest means of storing wealth. He does not trust the Federal Reserve and the central banking system, and he uses his personal experience to support his claim that they cannot be manipulated by them. While serving in Vietnam as a Marine pilot in 1972, Kiyosaki made the decision to purchase some gold. It wasn't simple, but he managed to bring Krugerrand, a South African coin, home for $50. The collection of gold and silver that Kiyosaki stores in foreign vaults is currently valued at around $2,000. Why hold on to a risky currency, you could ask? Trusting things that cannot be controlled makes more sense when Bitcoin becomes harder and the dollar becomes softer. A cheap U.S. silver eagle is a good place to start, advises Kiyosaki. The Federal Reserve is producing trillions of dollars, so trying to save government-issued money is futile. To keep your finances safe, rely on God's money, silver and gold, or people's money, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Why gold is extremely significant? Silver and gold are because of silver and gold. In God's money, it is money created by God. In 1971, the U.S. government, led by President Tricky Dicky Nixon, stole God's money, transformed it into man-made money. The fact is that this has never happened before in the history of the globe. Nixon, the U.S., persuaded the worth to switch from gold and silver to paper money in 1971, despite the fact that paper money is worthless. Since the period of the Romans, Greeks, French, English, and Germans, the world has been historically unstable, which is why it is so today. Economic volatility has always existed whenever God's money, such as silver, was substituted with man-made money. The dollar will continue to decline, which is the current issue. One of the reasons I can foresee what will happen is that the central banks in Europe, including those in the US, are creating so much of this garbage that I can anticipate the dollar will continue to fall. That's what happened in 1971 and has happened throughout history. Therefore, you'll see an increase in the price of gold, oil, and real estate because this is trash. This is why the current election is meaningless, because the only person who can put us back the place is strong. Charismatic leader like Julius Caesar or Napoleon. The reason they were such great leaders is because they actually replaced this with this. Unfortunately, we do not have that candidate. I am familiar with Ron Paul and try to agree with him philosophically, but I do not believe that Ron Paul possesses the chutzpah, as my Jewish friends would say, to change the current system. As a result, there will be more money printed than ever before, which will cause the dollar to continue to decline while other prices will continue to rise. Realistically, that is what will occur. It is foreseeable, and eventually, this will lose all of its value. Hence, every one of you who are trying to salvage this garbage and our savers are going to lose severely. For me, and I've been saying this for a while now, silver represents the greatest opportunity I've ever seen, greater than real estate or anything else. There is less than a 10-year supply of silver on Earth as of today, 2008, when silver cost roughly $15 per ounce. The distinction between gold and silver is that gold is stored away while silver is used in industrial applications. Cell phones, landlines, laptops, electric lights, and everything else use it. We utilize silver more as an information age progresses. Michael claims that the stockpile is at an all-time low, and there isn't much more being discovered. Poland accounts for about 25% of the world's silver, thus you should be aware while buying Polish real estate. But anyhow, when people ask me where my money is going, I usually reply that I'm investing in the world. What does that mean exactly? It means that I'm investing in silver, which is a metal that is used all over the world. I know that if I buy a little gold, but I've been stockpiling since it's around $4 an ounce, purchasing ETFs, buying anything we can get our hands on. And then it was, $7? And suddenly it's $15. And we're simply keeping an eye on it. It's not a crystal ball. It has nothing to do with what you see on television. It's just basic supply and demand economics. There are 2 billion people that wish to live in the West, as I have stated. I estimate that there are 2 billion people who want cell phones, computers, power, and lights. So I'll wait, since I remember when there was 3 and 350 and then 370, then $4, which point I declared that the bottom had been hit, that the trend was upward, continuing. There's still many of them to discover, so keep checking back as we cover more of them and watch for our upcoming episodes.